Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Carlos, and thank you for tuning in to Poetic Expressions. It's definitely been a while since I've done a video, but I figured today was definitely a perfect day to do so. So, for those of you who don't know, Drake just released his new playlist. It's not an album, it's not a mixtape. Yes, it's a playlist called More Life. And he first unveiled it this past Saturday on OVO Sound Radio, and now it's available on Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, pretty much any online digital retailer. Now, there's no word yet on whether or not he'll be releasing this in physical form, or if it will come out, who knows, maybe it'll be in the next couple of weeks. But he's already broken records on Spotify that were previously set by Ed Sheeran. If you all do not have his album, Divide, make sure you go and pick that up. It's really jamming. Y'all can have Future or whatever. I don't like Future. I think I've said that many times on here before. So, like I said, y'all can listen to that, but this Ed Sheeran is jamming. But back to the issue at hand, or the artist at hand rather, today, and that's Drake. Now, I will say that, and I think a lot of people would agree with me on this, Views, when that CD came out, I got it just like everybody else did, and it was very highly anticipated. It was probably the most anticipated rap album of 2016. And when it came out, true, there were some good songs on there. I would say, about half the album I was really feeling, maybe even a little bit less than that, to be honest. But it just wasn't what I expected. I felt like it was too much of this sad, sing-songy type Drake, like too emo. It was just too much for me. I think that Drake over the years has gravitated to more of the singing style, which we've seen it with a lot of rap artists like Nelly. We've seen it with Ja Rule, 50 Cent even. And for some of these artists, it works and then it fizzles out. But for Drake, it really does seem to be picking up more and more steam as he continues. But I will say I was a little apprehensive about listening to this new playlist that he has, More Life, and I will say that it definitely is jamming. And it's 22 tracks, pretty much every song you can let it play straight through. And I was really shocked because even when it comes down to his guest appearances, he didn't really have too many high-profile names on here. The biggest names are, he had Young Thug, 2 Chainz, and then Kanye West is on here, as well as his artist, Party Next Door. So for the most part, not a whole lot of features, really. It's mainly just him. Now, one feature that did not make the final cut of this album, is interestingly enough, is Jennifer Lopez. There's a song on here called Teenage Year, or Teenage Forever, I believe it is. And it samples her 1999 song, basically her breakout hit, If You Have My Love. And for those that don't know, they did have a very, very short relationship at the end of last year that kind of carried over into about maybe Valentine's Day or so this year, and then they broke up. So even though it seems like maybe things are still cool, but maybe not, because he actually took her vocals out of the track and he replaced it with another lady. I can't remember her name, but so he admits to drunk texting her and all this, and now she's already moved on. She's with Alex Rodriguez now. But I thought that piece was pretty interesting, and he has a lot of nostalgic moments here. There's another track where he revisits Earth, Wind & Fire's song Devotion. It's one of my favorite songs, period, and one of my favorite Earth, Wind & Fire songs for sure. So it has this old school vibe a little bit of those emo moments in there. I mean, I think at this point it wouldn't be Drake if he didn't have that, but it's definitely more upbeat. He seems to even be poking fun of himself at sometimes, and just basically realizing that, life goes on, and, maybe people may be hating on you or whatever the case is, but, he seems to be moving a little bit past that, or looking past that on this CD, which is great, because I hope he continues to do that. So I'm curious to see what you all think about More Life as well, and if you think it's, a good album or not. Also, there's a little bit of some information, I'll let you all hear it for yourselves, but about Jay-Z's final verse not appearing on Views, because he was actually supposed to be on that album too, but his final vocals were cut, and even mentions a little bit of a supposed beef between him and Kanye. But Kanye's on the album, and that particular track, I think when you hear it, it definitely fits Kanye. And I think that it was a perfect collaboration there. So, I admit, when I'm wrong, or admit when maybe I backtrack on my opinion a little bit. And to be honest, I kind of tuned Drake out a little bit after Views. But I'll definitely say this new playlist, More Life, is definitely going to be in heavy rotation with me for a while. And when you think about a playlist and what that means when you set your own playlist, it's usually something that's, going to give you energy, going to keep you going, or maybe a certain theme or a certain frame of mind that you're trying to get to. So I felt like he really embodied that with this album. And he's the first mainstream artist to really release a playlist. So definitely can see this being a trend continuing with mixtapes, or really flooding the market right now. Everybody has a mixtape. So this next new wave could be playlists, who knows. But check it out, Drake, More Life, and interested to see what you all think about it. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe on the video. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.